everybody. Today I want to talk to you about soil blocking. So soil blocking is the process of mixing certain ingredients together and then pressing them into a mold and creating a space for you to start your seeds. So with soil blocking, some of the benefits are the fact that when these roots start growing through this soil, they're going to reach the edge of this and they're going to air prune themselves. Now, when you start seeds in a plastic container, those roots hit the side of that container and they have nowhere to go, so they end up circling. So with soil blocking, you're going to get that air root pruning that is very healthy for the plant. Also, you're going to minimize the transplant shock when you use a soil block. You will have minimal disturbance to the roots by using this instead of pulling a plant out of a plastic container and then having to disturb those roots when you plant it. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how you make the mix for your soil block. So first, you'll need some type of a filler. Now you can use peat moss or you can use coconut coir. Then you're going to need something for drainage. You can use perlite or you can use vermiculite. And then you're going to need something for some kind of nutrients. So you can use compost, but in this case, I've used worm castings. So you're going to use one part of your filler, one part of your drainage, and one part of your nutrient ingredient. So that's what I have done here in this tub. And when I say one part could be this size container, or it could be a gallon-sized container, or whatever you have. But soil blocking mix is kind of like making a cake or cookies. You find all these recipes on the internet, and then you mix it all together, and you find something's just not quite working right for you, so you tweak it. So definitely make this your own. If you Google soil block recipes, you will find hundreds of them on the internet. Okay, so now I have this mixed to the consistency that when I just squeeze it, you can see water just starting to come out of it. So this is the consistency that you really want. Now, when using perlite, we recommend that you either wear a dust mask because of those very fine particles, or as in my case, I wet it down just a little bit to minimize that dust before I put it in here. Also, when using earthworm castings, you want to use a little less of those than you would using compost because these really hold the moisture. So now that we've got this all mixed up, we're going to start packing these into our soil blocks. So here I have your traditional square style of soil block. And so with this one, you would just pack these very tight in here, and then you push this plunger down and you would make your little square blocks. This one also has a divot in the middle of it, or a dibble, to leave that little space for your seeds. So that one is available. This is a new one that I found on the market, and if you know me or know me at all, you know that I love tools. So I had to purchase this one. So this one makes 4 little soil blocks, or you can take this off and make one big soil block. This one just has a plunger on the end, so you just squeeze out that soil mix. The third one that I have is something that I made myself. Kind of got creative one day and just got a piece of PVC pipe, another piece of PVC pipe, and a T to go on the end of it. So what I do is I pack this little tube here, and then I push it out with this. Now we're going to demonstrate how to make a seed block. Move my stuff out of the way here. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one. I found this one to be very easy to use. So what I'm going to do is take the seed block, I'm going to pack it as tight as I can with this mixture. You can use your hand to pack it. You can use, just the base of your container here. Then kind of smooth out the bottom. Now I'm using a tray here that has a lip on it, which is recommended because you're going to water these seed blocks from putting water into your tray. If you water them from overhead, then you risk breaking up your soil block. So you see here, I have my 4 little soil blocks with divots in them. And we recommend that you go ahead and seed these as soon as possible so that that peat's not drying out on you. Now I'm going to show you what to do with the one that I made, which will not have a divot. So once again, I'm just going to pack this little cylinder really tight and smooth it out, and then just put that in there and push that out onto the tray. This little guy here does not have a divot in it, but I can remedy that situation by just taking a chopstick or a pencil and just putting a little divot there in the middle. Now be very careful with these because they are fragile. You don't want to water these like overhead with the water can. You're going to water these from the bottom. So you want to put them in a tray that has a lip on the side of it. You also want to put this tray on a heat mat because most seeds need heat to germinate. And so this heat mat, I just slide this over onto the heat mat. I put my seeds in here, and if you have light, if the seeds require light, then you would use a light. So I hope you give soil blocking a try, and happy gardening.
We hope you enjoyed this video as part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on the OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.